Motivation by Emily Roberts. Motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goals-oriented behavior. It is what causes the act, whether it is what causes you to behave. It is what causes the act, whether it is what causes you to act, whether it is getting a glass of water to reduce thirst or reading a book to gain knowledge. Motivation involves the biological, emotional, social, and cognitive force that activates behavior. So basically, motivation is habit forming. Having a list creates a habit. It's easily to get off course if you don't follow the habits. Changing or modifying, there's nothing wrong with modifying your goals, but to complete them is the final result if you follow through each goal. That's what creates motivation. Listing and writing down every step by step to make sure that you don't lose focus or sway and get off course. So your motivation is listing everything you need to do up to the end. Having a beginning marker, a middle marker, and an end results of where you're trying to go. Being motivated. Sometimes motivation will require you to involve yourself or surround yourself with positive energy, positive people in same like business. Gaining access to people that have knowledge, that has done that goal-oriented goals to get them to the task to where they are successful in their business. Motivation is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behavior. It is what causes the act, whether it is what causes you to act, whether it is getting a glass of water to reduce thirst or reading a book to gain knowledge. Motivation involves the biological, emotional, social, and cognitive force that activates behavior. And this is by Emily Roberts, very well. Motivation. The reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. The general desire or willingness of someone to do something. This is the definition out of the Oxford Dictionary. Motivation is basically a action, a will. You have to have the willingness to want to do something. So setting goals and to see how far you want to go in your business is very much so you won't lose focus on your motivation or your willingness to be motivated. It's easily to be distracted by other things without having goals. It's easy to complete a task without having goals. Motivation to me is it has to be a will that's within you to be able to want to see success, be success, and act upon it as an action and completing the task at hand. Sometimes motivation is built within your families because it's a habit forming that you see that your family member, or a member of your family, or a friend that has that unique drive, that will to want more, to want the best. And so they may create an idea and they have a passion about something. They may have a passion of a invention or just a business, or they have these ideas that they make goals to make it their reality. Sometimes people lose motivation because they forget that their environment, their emotional, their well-being, their around them, everybody that's around them can impact their mood where it can make them lose focus. So you have to have that embedded will to want more. You have to have that embedded. That's everyone have their own unique will to do something. Whether it's you have a will to buy a pack of cigarettes, that's your motivation. Your motivation to get up every morning and buy you a pack of cigarettes, because that's all that you can think that I know it's gonna take me. I'm gonna make this little $1, $2, or $3 to so I can go buy a pack of cigarettes at the store as soon as they open up. That's my goal every day that I'm gonna do. It's an instinct, it's a will that drive people. No different than a business. It's like you can set goals for as being young and start putting yourself in position, or at an old age. There's no time frame for you to have motivation. Motivation is this. It has to be within your soul. It's something that you thrive off to get you going, and sometimes looking at others motivate others, to seeing them move in motion, and it may create a spark of giving you that will to do more than what you normally do. Motivation is very unique, and a lot of people forget about it. Some people find themselves in unique situations, whether if it's at fault or not at fault. And it's like no different a person. I have to have the will, or you don't have the will. The ones that don't have the will, they usually fall prey to not being successful. But there's no different than the will of a person getting on the corner and panhandling. They have that will every day to get up, have their little cardboards, whether if it's raggedy, dirty, clean, or neat, whether they're dressed nice, whether they dress horrible, whether they running a scam or whether they genuine. They have a will every morning that, hey, is so many vehicles that I see. They may count each vehicles that come down a certain freeway. It got to be a good 100, 200, 300, 500 vehicles. Out of them 500 vehicles, I at least can get 10 people to give me some money, and I don't have to work hard. The only thing I have to do is hold up this board. That's a will instinct, whether we look at it or not. It may not be the most glamorous job, because it is a job to stand up in the heat, rain, sleet, and snow and hold the board, and heat beaming down on you, taking a chance of your life, standing in the middle of the media, hoping that when that light stops, that there's someone going to back my call, or I'm going to be able to walk up to their car and get a penny, $10, $1. And some people are compassionate, they will give. So that's a will that those panhandlers have. We look at some in society, we look at them and look down on them, but it's an income, it's a drive, it is a job that they're doing, whether we want to recognize them or not. They have the ability to persevere in the most craziest weather storm, and don't have a care of what people think and say about them. Most panhandlers, people underestimate them and think that they are poor. Most of them have plenty of money because they ain't collected plenty of money over the years, standing in the middle of media, hoping that a car won't hit them or run over them by accident. Because we know cars do have accidents on roads, at lights, all over the place. Cross the media, it's a chance that they take. But that will for them to hope every day, they have in their emotional being, they have the will to stand and hustle and make money. That's no different than a person in a business. It's just that you're set up different, you have a different mindset, but it's the same goals to make money. So the motivation is something that's within. If you wasn't born with it, motivation, some people have to, they may have a good knack for something, but they don't have the motivation. They may have the passion, they may have the love, it may be soothing for them to do it, and end up turning into income. Some people do it for different things for relaxation. It end up being a craft that they enjoy because it's a stress reliever, and then other people is at awe and they want to purchase it. There's different reasons for creating motivation. Sometimes people around you instill motivation to give you an ideal of where your art or where your work or your income can go based on your talent or your gift. Motivation is not just easily given. It's something, it's an instinct, it's a part of a being that's within you. Talking to different, ask and talk to different business owners and ask them what motivated them to be this. Because even in a business, you have to be motivated to be in a building that's not yours, to set up your business, but pay someone for you to sell your product in their business. It takes motivation to get up there, to come up there at a certain times. But the thing about it is, when you're in your own business, you determine what you want. But the only downfall is having the motivation to get up on a timely manner for the customers, because they have the motivation to come to see you, to purchase your product or your service that they so desire. It's easy to be late, but when you get the clue that, hey, somebody took time and it took motivation for them to get up in the morning because they wanted something that I have, that they enjoy the most. Everyone has it. It just depends on how you apply it and how you use the energy.